In this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to use Huobi and trade on the Huobi spot market. If you're looking to learn how to trade futures on Huobi, I've made a separate tutorial for that, and I'll leave a link for that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. In this video, I'll show you how to get set up on Huobi, I'll show you where to go if you want to buy crypto using fiat, how to deposit assets onto the platform from another exchange or from another wallet address. Then I'll take you into your security settings and show you how to bind Google Authenticator for that extra layer of security on your account. After that, I'll take you into the spot market, show you the different market types and pairings, and then I'll break down the user interface for you step by step. After that, I'll show you how to buy and sell crypto using market orders, limit orders, and how to set up some stop losses. All of that and more with some tips and tricks along the way. If this is your first time signing up on Huobi, I've left a link for you in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment down below. Use that link when creating your account and you'll save 50% on all your trading fees for the lifetime of your account. You'll also be eligible for Huobi's current promotion. This could be a mystery box, airdrop, giveaway, can be deposit bonuses, entries into draws, and more. So make sure to use that link when signing up to save 50% on all your trading fees and to be eligible for Huobi's current promotion, whatever that might be by the time you're watching this video. I'll also let you know that this video is not sponsored video and is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only. I've also left you some timestamps in the description down below, so at any point feel free to skip ahead to a section that might be most relevant for you. If you end up getting some value out of this video, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe. Let's get into the video. Once you sign up and sign in, you should arrive on this page right here. At the time of making this video, KYC is not necessary for creating your account. But lately, a lot of exchanges have been switching over to KYC, so I'm going to show you where to go to get verified just in case it becomes necessary in the future. I'll also mention that if you use Huobi as an unverified user, some of the services will be limited. For example, you won't be able to buy any crypto using fiat, and you won't be able to stake any assets on the platform. But you'll still be able to deposit crypto to Huobi from another exchange or another wallet address, and you will be able to trade it. To get verified, simply come right up here to your profile icon, then from this drop-down menu, click right here on Security. This will bring you over to your security settings page, and you'll likely be getting a pop-up window here with a call to action to enable your Google Authenticator. And I'll cover that shortly, so for now I'm just going to go ahead and close this out. On this page here, you'll find ID verification right up at the top. You have your basic verification right here, and advanced fiat verification right here. So if I click right here on basic verification, that'll bring us to this page right here. And to complete your personal verification, you just simply click right here on Verify Now. On this page here, you can begin your personal verification. And you can start right here at Level 1 Basic Permissions by clicking on Verify Now. Then you'll get a pop-up window where you'll start out by putting in some really basic information, such as your nationality, last name, first name, and birthday. Then simply click on Submit. After completing Level 1 Basic Permissions, you can move on to Level 2 Basic Verification. And this is where you're going to have to present a government-issued document. So to do that, we'd click right here on Verify Now. And then on this page here, Huobi will give you the option to use your driver's license, passport, or an ID card. So simply click on the document that you wish to use. Then come down here and select the country from this drop-down menu that issued those documents. Then you'll need to take a photo of the front side of the document and upload it right here. Then you'll need to take a photo of the back side of the document and upload it right here. Typically, when I do KYC, I just use my driver's license. Once you complete your Level 2 Basic Permissions, you'll be able to buy crypto using fiat, and you'll have the option to stake assets on the platform if you choose. So for anyone that would like to get verified, now's a good time to pause the video, get verified, and I'll see you on the next step of this tutorial. Always a good idea to bind Google Authenticator to add an extra layer of security to your account. So to do that, we'll come right up here to our profile icon, then we'll come down here, we'll click on Security in this drop-down menu. Then on this page here, you'll likely be getting this pop-up where you can enable Google Authenticator. If you're not getting this pop-up window, just come down here and you'll find Google Authenticator right here. Simply come over here on the right-hand side and click on Link. And on this page here, you can proceed to bind your account to Google Authenticator. Now, if you don't already have the Google Authenticator app, you can click right here to get it on the Apple App Store, or you can click right here to get it on the Google Play Store. It is a free app, so simply download it, install it, and then open it up on your phone. Then inside your Google Authenticator app, at the bottom right hand side, you'll see a little plus sign. Tap on that. Then you'll have two options. One is to scan a QR code and the other is to enter a setup key. The easiest way is scanning a QR code. So tap on scan QR code and then just simply scan your QR code, which will be displayed on your screen. Once you scan that code, Huobi will be added to your Authenticator app. If for whatever reason you can't scan a QR code, just simply tap inside Google Authenticator where it says enter a setup key. And you'll be able to see your setup key located right next to your QR code. So simply give your account a name, type in your key, and then tap on add. And that will add Huobi to your Authenticator app. Also write your key code down and keep it somewhere safe. You can use that code to recover your account if your phone ever gets lost, stolen, or broken. But just keep that code somewhere safe. You don't want anyone getting their hands on that. Once Huobi has been added to your Authenticator app, you'll have to come down here and type in the 6-digit code inside your Authenticator app. Then click on submit. Then you'll need to request an email verification code, so just click right here where it says get verification code. Then sign into your email, find the email that Huobi sent you, and retrieve the verification code. Then type it into this box here. After that, click on confirm. Then you'll be redirected to your security settings page, and you'll have bound Huobi to your Google Authenticator app. If you're looking to buy some crypto using cash, you can find your fiat purchasing options right up here at the top left-hand side of the screen. Hover over where it says buy crypto, and then you can select one of these options from the drop-down menu. If you're looking to quickly buy and sell, you can click right here. And that'll bring you over to this page, where you can fill in your transaction information. If you click right here, you can select the fiat currency that you wish to transact in. And then right here, you can type in the amount that you wish to spend. Then over here, you can choose the crypto that you wish to receive by clicking here where it says USDT. Then you can select a cryptocurrency from this drop-down menu. Or you can search for it in the search bar. You'll be able to see how much crypto you'll be receiving for your fiat purchase right here. Then simply select your payment method that you wish to use. And Huobi will likely be displaying the options that are available to you. Different countries and regions around the world are going to have different regulations. So some of these payment methods may not be available to you, and that all comes down to government regulations. If you're going to be using a credit or debit card, you will have to bind the card to your account. So when you proceed to the next step, you'll have to put in your credit card details and then submit that to attach the card to your account. If you wish to use a third party, you just click right here on third party. And then Huobi will be giving you a third party option. Just keep in mind, if you're going to be using a third party, you will have to sign up for that service, and you'll probably have to go through the KYC process through the platform that you'll be using. Third party options are perfectly fine, but sometimes the fees can be really high. So always pay attention to the fees if you're choosing to use a third party. Once you select your third party, you just come over here, give the disclaimer a read through, check this box. And if you're not quick enough, you'll have to refresh. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. Check this box. And then you click on pay. Then you'll get a pop-up window where you'll need to read through the final agreement and then click on continue if you wish to proceed. I'll just go ahead and cancel this out. If you'd like to explore the fiat deposit options, you can come right up here to buy crypto and then click here on fiat deposit. And that'll bring you over to this page right here. And in order to proceed with any fiat deposits, you will have to complete KYC, as well as turn on two-factor authentication. Then from here, you'd select the currency that you wish to deposit onto account. If you choose to purchase some crypto using fiat, you'll be able to find the assets in your spot wallet when your purchase is complete. To find your spot wallet, just simply come right up here where it says assets, and then come down here and click on spot. And this will bring you into your spot account where you'll find all your different spot wallets. And down below is where you'll find the crypto that you purchased using fiat. If you'd like to deposit some crypto assets onto the Huobi platform from another wallet address or from another exchange, you can do that inside your spot account. And if you're not already inside your spot account, you can get here by coming up to where it says assets and then click on spot from this drop-down menu. Inside your spot account, you'll find a deposit button right over here at the top right-hand side of the screen. And alternatively, you can come down to your spot wallets and you'll notice over here on the right-hand side that each one of these assets has a withdraw as well as a deposit button. If there's a specific asset that you'd like to deposit onto the platform, you can also search for it in the search bar right here. So I'll go ahead and just do Ethereum. Now I can see ETH right here, so I'll come over here on the right hand side and I'll click on deposit. And this will bring you over to the deposit form. You can also switch the crypto that you wish to deposit by simply clicking right here. So in my case where it says ETH. Then you can select a crypto from this drop down menu that you wish to deposit, or you can search for it in the search bar here. Ethereum works perfectly fine for me, so I'll just leave it as it is. And right over here under deposit coins is where you can select your chain, also known as networks. In my case here, you can see that I'm currently set to the Ethereum network. So that's the ERC20 network. Some of these other networks right here are going to be much less in fees. But the main thing is you want to make sure that the network matches on both sides of this transaction. You don't want to send from one network into another network, or you can lose your coins forever. So just make sure that the network matches on both sides of this. For this demonstration, I'll use the Arbitrum network right here by just simply clicking on it. Once you've selected the coin and the network that you wish to use, just simply come down here and click where it says Send Deposit Address. Then you're going to get a little pop-up window that's letting you know that a message containing the deposit address has been sent to your registered email. So I'm going to go ahead and just check this box right here. It says dismiss this notice for the next 30 days. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. Then Huobi will generate your deposit address and you'll be able to see it right here. You'll see a QR code. So if you're sending in from a smartphone, you can just scan your QR code and you'll be able to see your address down below. So in my case here, this is my Ethereum deposit address using the Arbitrum network. And for this demonstration, I'm going to simply click right here where it says copy address. And I'll keep this demonstration nice and simple by sending some Ethereum from Coinbase into Huobi. So I'll quickly bring Coinbase into frame just like so. I'm going to come right up here and click where it says send and receive. In this pop-up window here, I'm going to switch the asset from Bitcoin into Ethereum. And now I'm going to paste my Huobi deposit address right here in this box. I'm just going to go ahead and click on send all and then continue. And now I'm ready to send the Ethereum from Coinbase into Huobi, but I have to select the right network first. And you can see right here that the current network is on ERC20. But my deposit address on Huobi is for the Arbitrum network. So I'm going to click right here on network, and I'm going to come down here and click on Arbitrum. Now you can see that the network matches on both sides of this. So I'm sending my Ethereum from Coinbase into Huobi using the Arbitrum network. So I'm good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on send now. And the Ethereum's on its way from Coinbase into Huobi. So I'm going to click on done and I'll bring Huobi back into frame. A quick tip with this. If it's your first time sending coins onto the Huobi platform from another wallet or from another exchange, just send a small amount first. Make sure that you have the correct wallet address and make sure that you have the correct network selected on both sides of this. When that smaller amount shows up on Huobi, then you can have the confidence to send in a larger amount. It's always a good idea to make sure that you have everything correct before sending in large amounts. I've already received an email from Huobi saying that my deposit has arrived, so I'm going to go ahead and just refresh this page. And now we can see it down here under ETH deposit history. And we can see the status of this is still confirming. And we're at 31 out of 64 confirmations. Once your coins arrive on the platform, you can find them in your spot wallet. And to get there, we'll just come right up here where it says assets. Then from this drop down menu, we'll click where it says spot. This will bring you back into your spot account where you can see all your spot wallets. And as you can see, my Ethereum is right here and it's arrived from Coinbase. To get to the spot market, we'll come right up here where it says trade. Then we'll select spot from this drop down menu. And this will bring us into the spot market user interface. We can find our market types and pairings right over here on the left hand side. Up at the top is where you'll find your market types, and down below is where you'll find your pairings. You can see in my case here that I'm currently set to USDT. That means all these pairings displayed down below are quoted in Tether. So if I want to buy a coin using these pairings, I'd need Tether to make the purchase. And if I sold a coin using these pairings, I'd receive Tether for the sale. If we were to come back up here to market types and click on BTC, now all the pairings down below are quoted in Bitcoin. So if I sold a coin using these pairings, I'd be receiving Bitcoin for the sale. And if I bought a coin using these pairings, I'd need Bitcoin to make the purchase. Just simply choose the market type and the pairing that you wish to trade. So for this demonstration, I'll go ahead and just click on USDT as my market type. And I'll go ahead and click on Ethereum right here. And as you can see, I just changed this over to Ethereum versus Tether. Right here in the middle, we have our price action chart. And the first thing I like to do here is come up to the top right hand side and click where it says Trading View. Now the chart is powered by TradingView, so this will give us access to some drawing tools as well as some basic indicators from TradingView. We can find our time frames from the chart right up here at the top left hand side of the screen, and as you can see, I'm currently set to a 1-day chart. That means each one of these candlesticks represents 1 day of time. If you want to change the time frame, just come up to the top left hand side and click on the time frame that you wish to view. So if we want a 4 hour, we'd click right here. Now each one of these candlesticks represents 4 hours of time. You'll find your drawing tools over here on the left hand side, and beside each one of these drawing tools is a tiny little arrow. If you give it a click, it'll expand into a drop-down menu where you can find additional drawing tools. If you'd like to add an indicator to the chart, you can come right up here and click on this little icon right here. And you'll get a pop-up window where you'll find some basic indicators from TradingView. And you can just click on one of these to add it to the chart. If there's something specific that you're looking for, you can search for it in the search bar. So if I wanted an RSI, I could do something like this. And I'll go ahead and click on the Relative Strength Index. Then I'll close this out. And as you can see, I just added the RSI to the bottom of the chart. If I want to get rid of the RSI, I'd come right over here and click on this little X. Now, as you can see, I just removed the RSI. As easy as that. The next thing I like to do is customize the appearance of my chart. And to do that, just simply come up to your chart and right click on it. Then from this menu here, come down to the bottom and click on Settings. Then you'll get a pop-up window where you can adjust the appearance of your chart. I like to come right down here where it says Appearance and give that a click. And I like to get rid of the horizontal as well as the vertical grid lines. And to get rid of those, we'll just click on this box right here. Then we'll slide the opacity down to 0, just like so. We'll do the same thing for the horizontal lines like this. Then I like to come up here where it says Background, and over here on the far right hand side, we'll click on this little box. And I like to select a darker color, just like this. And as you can see, I've changed the appearance of the chart in the background. So what you can do is you can come in here to chart settings and you can play around with this and get it looking exactly the way that you like it. If at any point you do something and you're not sure what you did and you want to reset the chart, you can come down here where it says Template, give that a click. Then you can click right here on Apply Defaults. And as you can see, I just restored the chart back to its default setting. And then from here you can start over. So you can take your time, play around with this, and get the chart looking exactly the way that you like it. So I'm going to quickly retrace my steps here. We'll get rid of those vertical grid lines. We'll get rid of these horizontal grid lines. And we'll go ahead and switch this color like this. And I'll go ahead and click on OK. The next thing I like to do is grab onto this little line right here, and I like to just pull it down just slightly, just like this. Again, adjust all of this the way that you like it. You'll also notice that by default, Huobi is adding some moving averages to the chart, and that's these lines that are cutting through price action. And they're showing us the average price movement over a selected amount of candles. So if we come up here on the left-hand side of the chart, here's where we can see the details of the moving averages. You can see the one at the top here is a 5-period moving average. So it's showing us the average movement of price over the last 5 candles. If you find these distracting, you can get rid of them by just simply clicking on this X right here. If you like moving averages and you want to adjust their parameters, just click on this little settings wheel right here. So let's go ahead and change the 5-period. Then you'll get a little pop-up window where you can adjust the inputs, style, and visibility. So for this one here, let's change the length to a 21. So we'll go 21. And let's go ahead and give it a different color by clicking here on style. We'll click right here. And let's go ahead and make this one yellow. Now you'll see when I close this out that we have a yellow moving average on the chart. And that's showing us the average price movement over the last 21 candles. As you can see right here, price action is trading well above average. You can see recently that price action is beginning to fall below the average. For this tutorial, I'll just go ahead and get rid of these moving averages just to keep things nice and simple as we move along. So we're going to come over here and I'll click these X's just like so. But that's how you can customize your moving averages. When it comes to charting and technical analysis, I prefer to use TradingView directly, and I'll quickly bring it into frame. Here on TradingView, you're going to have access to way more data, more indicators, different asset classes. You can backtest trading strategies. There's just so much more you can do with TradingView directly. And I mention TradingView in all my exchange tutorials because it is free to use. The free version does have some pop-up ads that can be a little bit distracting, but other than that, it works perfectly fine. My version of TradingView is a paid version, and you can always try one of their paid versions for 30 days for free. And then you can make an informed decision if TradingView is a good fit for you or not. So I'll leave a link for TradingView in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment down below. I also have a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to set up and use TradingView. So I'll leave a link for that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. And to the right of the chart is where you'll find your order book. And the order book is showing you where market participants have placed their buy and sell orders. And they're doing that by using limit orders. And I'll be demonstrating limit orders in this tutorial. On the top side of the order book in red, we have what's known as the asks. These are the price points that market participants have placed their sell orders at. Down here in green, we have what's known as the bids. These are the price points that market participants have placed their buy orders at. In the middle of the order book right here, we have what's known as the mid price. So all the asks up above the mid price will be greater than the mid price, and all the bids down below will be less than the mid price. When a trader comes along and executes a market order, they're matched up with the best available price from the order book, and the trade is executed immediately and viewable under market trades. The market trades panel can be found right next to the order book, and this is where you can see successful trades being executed in real time. All the buys will come in green, and all the sells will come in red. In the price column, you can see the price point that the successful trade was executed, and in the amount column, you can see the size of the successful trade that went through. When the market gets really volatile, you'll see this panel get quite active. And right here below the chart is where you'll find your order panel, where you can be a buyer or a seller using market orders, limit orders, and you can set up some take profits and stop losses. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate some of these. First up, I'll demonstrate a market order. And these order types are nice and simple. They'll execute immediately at the best available price from the order book. The first thing we need to do is come right over here and click on market. Now we simply choose if we want to be a buyer or a seller of the asset. So I'll demonstrate by being a buyer first. We can simply come right down here to the total box, and we can type in the amount that we wish to spend on the asset. And you'll be able to see your available balance right here. So in my situation, I could do 20 tether if I choose, or alternatively, you can just use this slider bar right here. So if I was to slide this up to 76%, that would be spending 76% of my available balance on this asset. If I slid this down to 51%, that would be spending 51% of my available balance on this asset. For this demonstration, I'll just go ahead and slide this right up to 100%. And now that I'm ready to make my purchase, I'll just simply click on buy. And that order filled immediately at the best available price from the order book. And if we come over here on the other side of the order panel, you can see that I'm now holding some Ethereum on account. If you want to sell the asset using the market order, you just come over here to the sell side of the order panel. You type in a custom amount that you wish to sell. Of course, you'll see your available balance right here, or just use this slider bar. So I'll just go ahead and slide this up to 100%, and I'll click on sell. And just like that, I sold my Ethereum at the best available price from the order book. If we come back over here to the buy side of the order panel, you can see that I have a tether balance again right here. As easy as that. Now I'll demonstrate a limit order. And a limit order will allow you to be a little bit more strategic by choosing a price point that you wish to buy an asset or a price point that you wish to sell an asset. So the first thing we need to do is come over here on the order panel and we'll click on limit. Now we've configured the order panel, and I'll demonstrate by being a buyer first. The first thing I need to do is choose a price point that I wish to place a buy order at. So let's head up here to the chart. And let's imagine that I want to place an order to buy Ethereum down at this level right here. So what I'll do is I'll quickly grab a horizontal here from my drawing tools. I'm going to click on this little arrow here, come down, grab this horizontal line, and I'll go ahead and mark out an area, maybe something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,742. So let's come back down here to the order panel, and I'm going to type that price point into price right here. So we'll go 1,742. The next step is to choose how much of the asset that I wish to purchase. And once again, you'll be able to see your available balance right here. So I could type in a custom amount that I wish to spend right here. Or once again, I can just simply use this slider bar. I'll just go ahead and slide this up to 100%. And now that I have this order set up the way that I want it, I'd come down here and click on Buy ETH. Now I've placed that limit order onto the order book. If Ethereum was to retrace and come down to the price point of my buy order right here, this order is going to fill and I'll be buying some Ethereum. But I won't be buying any Ethereum until it comes down to that order price and fills it. And we can find the details of any open orders if we come right down here and click where it says Open Orders. And here's where you'll find the details of the order that you placed on the order book. If at any point you want to cancel your order, just come over here on the right hand side under Action and click on Cancel. And as you can see, I just took that order off of the order book. We can also use a limit order to sell our coins as well. So to do that, we'd come over here and click on Limit inside the order panel. And then the next thing we need to do is choose a price point that we wish to sell our coins at. So let's head back up here to the chart. And let's just imagine that I want to target this pivot point on the market right here to sell my Ethereum. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and grab a horizontal here from the drawing tools once again, and I'll stick it on the chart, maybe somewhere around these candle bodies like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 2,104. So we'll come back down here to the order panel, and on the sell side, I'll type that into price. I'll go 2,104. So if the price of Ethereum increases to 2,104, this order will fill and I'll be selling my Ethereum. So now I need to choose how much Ethereum that I want to sell if that price point gets hit. Of course, you'll be able to see your available balance right here. So you can type a custom amount into this box. So in my case, I could do something like this if I choose. And of course, you can always just use this slider bar right here. For this demonstration, I'll just slide it to 100%. And now that I have my order set up the way that I want it, I'll click on Sell. Now I've placed that sell order onto the order book. If the price of Ethereum increases to the upside and hits the price point of my sell order, this order is going to fill and I'll be selling my Ethereum. And of course, we can find the details of our order if we come down here, click on Open Orders, and here's where you'll see the details of your sell order. If at any point you want to cancel it, just come over here on the right hand side and click on Cancel. And as you can see, I just took that order off of the order book. So as you can see, a limit order does give you the ability to be a little bit more strategic about choosing price points where you wish to be a buyer or a seller of an asset. But you do need the price of the asset to cooperate. For example, in my buying scenario, maybe the price of Ethereum doesn't come down to my order price. Maybe it just increases from here to the upside. And of course, I'd miss out on that because my order down here never filled, so I never bought any Ethereum. Or maybe price action does roll over, comes down, fills my order and I purchase some Ethereum, but then just continues to the downside, putting me at a loss. In the selling scenario, maybe price action begins to work its way up, but rolls over in here and then just moves to the downside. And of course, I'd still be holding on to my Ethereum because the price of ETH never reached my order price up here. Or perhaps the price does come up, fills my order, I sell my Ethereum, but then just blasts through this level and moves to the upside, and then I miss out on those gains. So those are a couple basic considerations when choosing if a limit order is an appropriate trade idea for you. But that's how you can use a limit order to buy and sell your crypto. Now I'll demonstrate how you can set up a stop loss. So the first thing we need to do is come over here on the left-hand side of the order panel, and we'll click where it says TPSL. Now we'll come over here to the sell side of the order panel, and the first thing we need to do is choose a trigger price. This is going to be a price point that triggers Huobi to place a limit order to sell our coins. So let's head up here to the chart, and let's just imagine that I want to set a stop loss somewhere down below this pivot point right here. So what I'll do is I'll mark that out. I'll just grab onto this horizontal here and I'll drag it down something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,631. So what I'll do is I'll come down here to the order panel, and on the sell side, I'll type that into trigger price. I'll go 1,631. So if the price of Ethereum comes down and hits this price point, that's going to trigger Huobi to place a limit order to sell my coins. So now I need to choose a limit price. And we'll come back up here to the chart. And let's just imagine that I want to set a limit price somewhere down below this wick right here. So what I'll do is I'll grab a horizontal from the drawing tools and I'll mark out a spot somewhere just below that wick, maybe something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,600. So what I'll do is I'll come down here to the sell side of the order panel and I'll type that into price. I'll go 1,600. Now there's a couple things to know about this. The first thing I like to do is I like to leave a little bit of breathing room between my trigger price and my limit price. I want to make sure that Huobi has enough time to place this order and sell my coins if the trigger condition gets hit. If for whatever reason, price action's moving really fast and gets below my limit price before Huobi places this order to sell my coins, they'll simply be placed as a limit order onto the order book. And I'd be waiting for price action to bounce and come back up to hit my limit price before selling those coins. And there's no guarantee that that would happen if the price of this asset was waterfalling to the downside. So I do like to leave a little bit of breathing room just to make sure that my coins sell when the trigger condition gets hit. The second thing to know is that if there's a better price available on the order book when your trigger condition gets hit, your coins will sell for a higher price than your limit price. So you can always leave a little bit of space between your trigger price and your limit price. So in my case here, if Ethereum was to roll over and come down and hit the trigger price in my demonstration here, my coins are going to sell for 1,600 or better. If there's a better price point available on the order book when the trigger condition gets hit, my coins will sell for a higher price. So now what I need to do is choose how much of the asset I wish to sell if my stop loss gets hit. So I'll come back down here to the order panel, and once again, I'll just go ahead and use this slider bar and I'll slide it up to 100% like so. And now that I have my stop loss set up the way that I want it, I'll come down here and click on Sell ETH. Now I've placed that stop loss. And we can find it if we come right over here, click on Open Orders, and then click right here where it says TPSL. And here's where we can find my stop loss that I just placed. If at any point you want to cancel your stop loss, you just come over here on the right hand side and you'd click on Cancel. And as you can see, I just removed that stop loss. To find the trading fees, what we'll do is we'll come right up here and we'll click on the Huobi logo. This will bring us back to the home page. From here, just scroll all the way down to the bottom like so. And then under services, you'll find where it says tiered fee. Just give that a click. And here's where you'll find your trading fees. We can see at the time of recording that the maker fee and the taker fee are both 0.2%. Maker is if you're placing limit orders and taker is if you're placing market orders. Usually the maker fee is less than the taker fee. Now these fees could be different by the time you're watching this video, so it's always a good idea to come over to the fee page to see what the current fees are at. I will also point out that you can save an additional 25% off all your trading fees by holding HT token on account. Just keep in mind that HT is a risk asset. The price of it can go up and the price of it can go down. But if you want to, you can buy some HT off of the spot market, hold it in your spot account, and then you would come over here and you'd click on this circle. Then you'll get a pop-up window here and you can come down here and click on confirm. And as you can see, I just toggled on the HT deduction of 25% off of my trading fees. But as I just mentioned, you'll have to buy this token and hold it in your spot account. If we come back down here to fees, you can see that that's going to reduce the maker fee to 0.15 and the taker fee to 0.1. And there you have it, your introduction to the Huobi platform. If you got some value out of this video, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe. Also feel free to check out some of my other Huobi tutorials, which I've put together in a playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And until I do, have yourself a powerful day.